the voices in my head are still going off, and I start to talk to them out loud just so that it's obvious that within my walls you hear absolutely nothing, and that it is strictly the voices in my head. Sorry, I'm having Tourette's. Talking to anybody who's gonna hear this record online. I'm tired of the voices in my head, God. I'm tired of the voices in my head. They don't want me to cry. They want me angry. They're psycho. They're psycho terrorists talking in my head, God. Um, so not to wake up everyone. The voices in my head are suffocating me. They're telling me to go fucking die. And they're all talking at the same time, women and men. I hate the women. I hate the women I hear in my head more than I have ever hated anyone in my life. They are Egyptian Americans, so am I. And mind you, I come from a community of them and I love the ones that I know. But these people I don't know, they're clearly terrorists. I'm not being racist. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing, because if they were to even try to bring up religion, it's obvious that it's them trying to cause tension between the two faiths, particularly for my country, which is Islam, the Muslim and the Christian community. And they're just constantly screaming in my head, telling me to get the fucking picture. He's like, I'm choking you, you fucking bitch. Get the fucking picture, you stupid bitch. And the women are like, they're screaming hysterically, like, get the fucking picture. Like, honestly, to me, if these are real people, they're sickening and they need to be sentenced to death. And more so the women than the men. Honest to God, they're disgusting. I hate them with a passion. They're the ones that egg the men on. They're the ones that sit there. The men didn't care so much for they enjoy the power, and of course the women that come with it. And if it wasn't for them, the men, the women wouldn't have put in their minds that they need money to dress themselves up, to be the type of women that attract the type of men that I hear in my head talking, which sound very much like terrorists. So these women they have low self-esteem, they are low class, they are psychotic, clearly terrorists, and didn't turn, now maybe I sound crazy, maybe I don't, didn't turn down the money that they're making from the while they're using this telepathy mind control weapon that makes you look schizophrenic. Although they're not trying to make me look that way. What they're trying to do is make me look like I'm screaming at everyone and I have problems, and as if what I'm hearing in my head is outside. So the voices are really a trip. Like, they're in my head. I have no problems with anyone except for whoever's behind the voices I hear and their weird ass terrorist organization. They're not getting the fact that I don't give a shit if this piece of shit and his family were to torture me, to death by talking in my head, as long as they get convicted and sentenced to death. Alexa, stop. Sorry, I set an appointment to see an urgent care specialist, or doctor, not specialist, but doctor, via virtual care. And and they didn't accept my insurance, so that's null and void. I wanted to make sure I stayed up to go because my hands were literally blue, and so is my face. I took pictures, I posted it on Facebook. Yeah, the voices are a trip. They're dying for me to say some discriminatory shit. That's why they keep screaming religious crap in my head. Just, and I'm not saying religion's crap, it's just they're screaming it as if they want me to discuss religions in not such a bright light. Um Anyways, it's just they're a trip. The voices are a trip. I'm telling you, there's no way in fucking hell. Excuse my language. I was just crying my eyes out. There's no way I would ever stop. I would ever stop. These people have to be the most dangerous human beings on the face of the planet that are talking in my head. They're talking in my head 24/7, so they're on shifts. And they work from behind a computer. It is not that type of a tech. It's not like a bomb or a gun or a knife, or it's not that type of a weapon and you can't detect it with the five senses. It can talk to you like you're a human cell phone. And they're all sitting behind the computer and they're on shifts doing it, and it sounds like they're like in a pretty decent sized home. They've actually shown me what it looks like, and the visual I got was they have this long what is it called, island in the middle, and there were two gals sitting on stool chairs with their feet up on the table on the island and kind of with their foot like in the way of the camera, and laughing and giggling. And then I saw them sitting on a couch, saw them go up these stairs, and then into this bedroom, and then I saw one of them sliding down a hall. This is all going on inside my head, mind you. And I actually haven't discussed this with my doctor because I really didn't think anything of it, to be completely honest with you. But he asks me if I'm seeing things, and yes, I do. Them playing cards on the bed while behind their computer in this big house. Now, I lived in apartment after apartment in a condominium. I've never lived in a house, and my condominium doesn't look over houses. Neither did the apartments I live in. So the visual I got wasn't me looking at anybody. It was in my head. And a lot of the times it was in the middle of the night like it is now. With them screaming in my head. I will never stop explaining. I'm trying to sleep. My lights are off. It's quiet here. And they want me to turn up music, get mad. So in psychology, they teach you that if you've reached your bottom, like to the depth of your sadness, you start to develop a rage. So they're trying to see if they can scar me and then pour salt into that wound to get me outraged. And so they'll say some of the most disturbing things I've ever heard. And do the most disturbing things. I mean, like I said, I feel like I'm being suffocated. I'm having a shortness of breath. My face is purple. My hands are purple. I don't smoke. I don't drink. And any x-ray I take of my lungs will show that that's the case. And yeah, I mean, and I don't. So, and you can test for nicotine. Yeah. Anyways, I'm ready to go to sleep. Just wanted to make another video. Just so tired of them. I'm so tired of them. I'm telling the public, and I've called law enforcement, and I see a medical professional. The voice in my head said, get the picture, and so I'm making it clear that I have made a very clear picture that I am feeling sick to my stomach, that I am hearing voices in my head, that my hair has fallen out ever since the voices have come around, that no one in my surroundings is a problem, and it is my health that is being affected. He keeps saying, I'm gonna scar you. In Arabic, هجرحك. And أنا هجرحك. the voices in my head want to watch disturbing videos of cases that are going on and on YouTube. Like they keep saying follow the news. The weird, dude. The voices are freaking weird, man. She's saying, how am I making videos for? Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Alexa, they're trying to see if they can give me a heart attack. The voices in my head.
Stop.